We are here at Giant in Washington, D.C. Tonight, you know how it is, normal Monday night, making a charcuterie board. That's not the right word. A Epicurean array. Was that it, Jaden? Was that what we were gonna? No, I think it's a gastronomic. No, amuse-bouche assortment. And of course, as we all know, you need eggs for that. And so we're here to get some eggs. $11 for this. It's Trump's America. Was it a crudité? Is that what we're making? Whatever. Of course, you need a bag of ice. Gah! $6. I could go pour some water on the pavement right now and make ice, and they're gonna charge us $6 for it. Thanks, Trump. Next ingredient for our whatever it was that I said we were making is our hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce. Just mere days ago, I had to get this for less than $4.50, I can tell you. And for this gourmet snack platter that we're making, our amuse-bouche, of course we need some pirate booty. And look at this. For one tiny bag of pirate's booty, $13. $13. Now you have, for one of the basics of this array of appetizers, $4.30. So we're up to now damn near $30, and I'm only halfway towards my snack platter. Just need to stock up on Fancy Feast. Normally I'd get 2 of these, but 99 cents. What is my cat eating gold? All right, and then I was intending on getting 2 apples, but because of Trumpflation, I think I should only get 1, but weirdly, these seem misplaced. I remember being told by our dear leader that these go in the refrigerator.
And she walked one of the apples back to the refrigerator.
There we go. That's where it belongs. All I can say about this experience is that it's been very radicalizing. That's how I feel. Radicalized. So we're back. Anytime I host, at least in times gone by, my favorite little array of options to make was this. And to do it this time, I had to break the bank, as you saw, and we only have one person now to thank for that, and that's our new president, Donald J. Trump. All jokes aside, I don't think we're going to be seeing too many of those grocery store visit videos that MAGA used to love to make anymore, regardless of what happens with prices. Will be interesting to watch. But on the subject of the economy, I do want to talk about the marking of what's the current economic situation by a few metrics today as Trump's taking office, so that then we can compare as we go forward, so that we have context for the comparison that we'll make going forward once some of the Trump policies actually take effect. Or we'll note that they haven't taken effect if that's what ends up happening. I told you that we'd do this, so let's do it. Gross domestic product first, GDP. In the third quarter of 2024, real GDP increased at an annual rate of 3.1%. So 3.1% is the growth that Trump's inheriting. The unemployment rate is, as of December 2024, at 4.1%. Job growth, obviously, throughout Biden's presidency has been very, very strong. Even after all the pre-pandemic jobs had been recovered. And in, let's see here, December of 2024, the economy added 256,000 non-farm payroll jobs, surpassing expectations and indicating, of course, that robust labor market. So strong job growth. I gave you the particular figure. We'll see how that progresses into the Trump years. And then we'll talk about the why as we analyze those numbers in the months and years to come. Inflation, the consumer price index, rose 2.9% over the 12 months ending in December 2024. So 2.9% annually is the inflation rate that Trump's inheriting. Consumer spending growth is expected to cool from 2.7% in 2024, but as of now, that's where it's sitting. The trade balance, the U.S. monthly international trade deficit increased from $73.6 billion in October of 2024 to $78.2 billion in November 2024 as imports rose more than exports. So we're looking at $78.2 billion international trade deficit as of November 2024, going into Trump. And then poverty. As of January 2025, the most recent economic data for that annually is 2023. And we'll get more information on this as we go forward. But as of 2023, the official poverty rate in the United States was 11.1%, obviously being the metric for evaluating whether an individual or family's income is sufficient to meet basic living expenses. Then debt, because we hear a lot of claims about debt and who's the fiscally responsible one and who's not. If you exclude, based on the data we have now, as the months go forward, the 2024 numbers on all of the things I've been reading you will get more clear, because a lot of this gets analyzed and corrected as you go forward and get further from the actual data that you're talking about. But the debt added under Biden versus Trump, excluding COVID relief for both of them. Obviously, when we point to Trump adding more to the debt than any president in American history the first time he was president, they say, well, that was because of COVID. Fair as a general point, but we can analyze without COVID relief. And Trump added $4.8 trillion to the debt, or he oversaw that, without COVID relief. And without COVID relief, Biden added $2.2 trillion based on the data we have as of now, as I just mentioned. So with the COVID relief or without, you still have Trump doubling that of Biden. And so we'll see, with Biden leaving office, having added $2.2 trillion if you exclude COVID relief, into Trump, second term, bad record last time, what will it be this time? And then in 2024, the U.S. stock market performed very well. S&P 500 achieved a total return of over 25% for the second consecutive year. The NASDAQ surged 28.6% in 2024, and the Dow Jones also posted double-digit returns, contributing to, as I said, the overall positive stock market performance. So there's more, but that's kind of a general layout of how, while there's still so many massive problems, Trump is inheriting a very strong economy by those traditional metrics. And so what we're going to see is three options. One I find unlikely. But the first option is Trump doesn't actually do the things he's promised and takes credit for the strong economy he had nothing to do with and that he's inheriting. Number two is that he does the stuff he's promised and it is terrible for the economy and terrible for so many different things. And we'll compare from the figures we just went through now to where we are once he does that. Or option three is he doesn't do the things he said, but he does positive things that we didn't expect, that positively impact many things, including the economy. And then I'll have to give him credit for that, saying, we were here with the figures, here was unemployment, here were all the things I just listed you, and he made it even better. So we'll see. But now we have the numbers in our head. We can compare and contrast as we go along. And this is particularly important so that whenever we get to one of the two more likely scenarios that I mentioned, where they try to take credit for something they shouldn't, or try to deny that things have gotten worse, then we'll be able to say, no, it's pretty black and white. It's on paper. We prepared for this in this very segment, with a little bit of satire at the beginning. Share your thoughts in the comments. Support the show. Get the members-only bonus show by clicking that join button below.